Well, greetings, everyone. Hello. I hope you're doing well. My name is Brother Donnie. I'd like to welcome you to Heroes of the Faith, the last one for 2022. Welcome on in. Hello, Jim and Leanna. Hello, Eberm. Hope you all are doing well tonight. Hello there, Warren. I'd like to wish you a triumphant, happy New Year's, and God bless you. What a blessing it is to be able to come together. Tonight, we're just going to simply talk about a review and talk about a little bit what we're going to do in 2023 on Heroes of the Faith, and some good things coming. And I mean, what is it, 7:02, so it's 8:02 on the East Coast. I got about 4 more hours of 2022, and then it'd be kicked right on into 2023. Wow. Year went by fast, didn't it, folks? Now, one program note tomorrow, no New Salem broadcast. I'll not be preaching at New Salem tomorrow. We have had an outbreak of the monster, and so we are not preaching at New Salem tomorrow. Wanted to point that out. So we have plans to be there on Wednesday and on Sunday if everybody's well, and wanted to point that out to you. So God bless you. Welcome on in. And as we move into 2023, I think what I was thinking today, for a while, we have talked pretty heavily about the Reformation. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, brother. An aged congregation, and I tell you, you know how it is. I mean, that monster and the flu and the rotavirus, all of it's going around all like crazy down this way. Hello, Pathways. Good to see you. Welcome. Hope you are doing well. Hope that sweet wife of yours recovering well from her surgery for sure. So in 2023, I think what we're going to do, we're going to, for so long on Heroes of the Faith, we've kind of went down the line of the Reformation, what's called magisterial reformers. Magisterial reformers is a term that would point to those who helped in the Reformation, but then the cities themselves participated in the Reformation, such as Geneva and other places. So I think what I'm going to do going into 2023, I think we'll focus on a different kind of Reformation, and that is what was called the Radical Reformation of the Anabaptist. The Anabaptist. Now, let me tell you the difference here. The Anabaptists, they went through a normal Reformation. However, they believed in separation of the church powers, separation of church and state, but they also had different beliefs when it come to baptizing. So they had their own radical Reformation, which it kind of intermingles with the Reformation that we've kind of focused on, but then it kind of splits at a certain place. And I think that's what we'll talk about. Now, the reason it impacts us is because there are many churches that are either a mixture of a Reformed type church or a Anabaptist type church. And I think we could draw. And I don't want to give you the impression that the Anabaptists were less than. They certainly were not. They just had a different path that they went down than some of the other Reformed people went down. And if you'll remember, I used to read daily for a good long time. I had a reading every day from the Martyr's Mirror. I don't know if y'all remember that book. That's that big gold-looking book. The Martyr's Mirror was an Anabaptist work. Not all of them in there were Anabaptists. There were others in there, but it was a work that was put together by the Anabaptists that kind of told the story of how they came through. So I think that would be interesting to talk about in our Heroes of the Faith, because there were some heroes that were Anabaptists as well, for sure. And we certainly don't want to leave them off. And then also we will develop into talking about the American Heroes of the Faith. and how we went from in England, the Reformation, and then moved over to America to have Reformation. And I know you'll want to look forward to that. And in addition, once we finish how we got our Bible, I think what I'm going to do, Jim and I's kind of in discussion how we're going to do it. We're going to try to come up with, at least on my channel somehow, and Jim may do it on the church channel, but I know I'm going to do it on my channel. I'm going to do a Bible study, but it's going to be an interactive Bible study through StreamYard. And we'll take a book of the Bible. I'm not really for topical. Somebody else can do that if they want to, but I'm going to do a book of the Bible, and we'll have interaction and go through that and, talk amongst ourselves. And the only unfortunate thing with that is we can only have about 10 folks in there. And that's because literally you would go into StreamYard, you just wouldn't go live. So it would almost be sort of like a Zoom presentation, but you're all in there together. And it's a good way you could get in there and have interactive Bible study and actually talk and do some dialogue, which I'm excited about. So that'll be coming down the road as well. But I want to thank you for hanging in there with Heroes of the Faith, and we've had a great response. And some of the videos are surprising. Some of the greatest watches that I've had have been through, like, for instance, William Tyndale. William Tyndale, he had like, I don't remember, maybe 100 views on his life. A lot of people get interested in those heroes because it's a forgotten part of our church experience. No churches mostly are talking about your heroes of the faith, but yet these were the ones that we remember, that set the seed, that paved the way. They laid down the garden, so to speak, for what we believe in today. And so I want to continue to bring those up. Yep, Jim says right, no recording. So it would literally be a point of use deal. So if we had 9 people, we'd get together and we'd have interaction together on the StreamYard, but that would be it. There'd be no recording, none of that stuff. We wouldn't put it out on YouTube. This would be more of I shudder to use the term closed, but it would be a less than, we can only have 10 because of limitations. I'll put it that way. So, but that's something to look forward to. But I want to thank each one of you. And if you think this Heroes of the Faith or any of the other of these broadcasts on my channel or at the Cross Community, if you think these could be value to somebody, please let them know. eBurn, we would do it on a Monday. Same night I do my thing. Probably do it on Monday since I already have that slot taken. But that don't interfere. Somebody could come along and still preach through YouTube, and it's not going to interfere with that because the StreamYard, like Jim said, don't bank it. So that's separate from it. And that'll be down the road just a little bit when we get through with how we got our Bible. I will eventually get through how we got our Bible. It just takes a lot. All right, folks. So listen, share this message, share these messages. And, I may, depends on how things are going tomorrow, I may jump on at 11 o'clock and do a little something, a devotion or something. We'll see. But I know Jim will be on at 9:45 my time, 10:45 his time. He'll be on. And then I think Chicken Johnny's preaching tomorrow night on At the Cross Community, if I'm not mistaken. But I want to thank you for giving us a great 2022. And we are mighty looking forward to 2023. And we are holding our eyes towards the heavens. And we are believing that God is going to do something great through all of us and all of you. God bless you. We love you. Hope you have a great night. Bye-bye.